So we have had a very long and a very interesting day throughout which we have discussed history, science, technology, fiction, biography, translation, right? And we have also had these things in a number of languages, including English and Kannada, right? We are doing something, we seek to do something different right now, and we will see how English, Punjabi comes gushing into this context of English otherwise and Kannada that we have been, sitting with throughout the day, yeah? So after that very stimulating day, it's time to end on a note of on the note of having a Sufi evening to ourselves, okay? So this is the context in which we are beginning. And as we, take care of sound and everything, you see what happens with books is you hold the book, you open the book, and the book opens itself, the book opens you as well. But with music, with performance, you have a lot to unpack. You have a lot to, open up, and you have ears to get ready, yeah? You have your voice, your vocal cords to get ready. And that is where we begin, yeah? So we request your patience as the sound testing takes place. And let's think of whatever else we can imagine in the context of Kannada, in the context of devotional poetry in other languages in the meantime to warm us up. Yeah? We've heard of Kabir. Yeah? We've heard of Bulle Shah. Right? It's a very interesting thing that we are going to do today. It's a Punjabi 18th century Sufi poet becoming the Bulle Shah of Bangalore in the 21st century, right? Thank you. But I also hope that through this session we come across the idea of performance in a much broader sense of the term, yeah? We think of performance in the sense of, say, singing, dancing, theater, right? But what if performance was, of course, at the level of music, at the level of vocals, as a rendition? But it could also include translation as rendition. And what if it could also include reading as a rendition? Yeah? So what we are going to do today evening is to think of translation in these three levels. Think of rendition in these three levels. Think of performance in these three levels. Yeah? Have you tested your first note? No, okay, I understand. No problem. No problem at all. My job, my duty to check on you so that, I report to everyone else as well. Yeah, so Bulle Shah, Kabir. Which are the other devotional poets that come to mind? Mirabai, yes, yes, yes. Surdas, yes. Yeah. Rahim, correct. Any Kannada names? Aha. Thank you for that, animated interjection, yes. Right. Shankaracharya, okay. Yes, thank you. And the point is, we will have a focus, for the sake of focus, a very specific kind of rendition today by a very specific performer, but that's to keep some sort of focus, otherwise we are everywhere, right? And if this is your first encounter or introduction to Harpreet, it will help you explore a lot more about him. Yeah? Okay.
Hey.
Thank you. कहीं और से आ रही आवाज अच्छा
I will start now. Thank you, Soni. Just give us 5 minutes, huh? Can you hear me?
Yes.
No, put the
Oh my God, yes. Not yet.
Not bad. You could hear me without the mic. Thank you. I'll just take 5 minutes. I'll do the sound check and then we will carry on with the session. Just give us. So, पूरे दिन के बाद एनर्जी बची है कुछ? क्या बात है, खूबसूरत एनर्जी लेके आए आप लोग।
Yeah, there is.
It's not in the monitors. I think we can start with the first one. We'll see. We'll go with the flow
Right.
from
Yeah.
here on.
I mean, I
Yeah.
anyways have opening remarks and everything, so I am not going to push you immediately.
No, Kushal, are we good? Good to go?
Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah. Let's begin the session.
Right.
Over to
Thank
Soni.
you. Thank you.
Yeah.
A poet. Bulleh Shah is an idea. I'm saying he's an idea because whatever we listen to about him, we listen to around him, are stories that are common to a lot of other Sufi poets as well. And that's why for me, coming to Bulleh Shah is like coming home. Because the story that is narrated about him, which is that after, when he began his education and he learned the first alphabet, which is Aleph, he said, I don't want to learn anything else because Aleph means everything, right? This story is narrated about the Sindhi poet Shah Abdul Latif, and actually that is my approach to Sindhi Sufi poetry in general, and that's why I'm saying it's like coming back home, because the same story is narrated about Bulleh Shah as well, yeah? So this is an 18th century Punjabi Sufi poet, and it is an idea in the sense that you will see him, his personality, his poetry, the references to Heer, the references to love, the references to love stories, legends, Heer, Ranjha, and whatnot, Soni Mehwar and Soni Mehwal. Poets freely partaking of each other's idea. Nothing is copyrighted. You are not saying this is my actress, or sorry, this is my heroine and this is my hero. Waris Shah, who, in a way conceptualized and formulated Heer, the Kissa of Heer, is someone, who keeps on appearing, reappearing in Bulleh Shah's poetry as well. But what we are going to do is we are going to talk about a very specific rendition, performance of Bulleh Shah, which is a book by Murthy Classical Library of India. It's a translation by Professor Christopher Shackle. Yeah? And I thank MCLI, Murthy Classical Library of India, for enabling this session. Yeah? And I'm particularly fond of MCLI because they don't say we are a publisher. They say we are a library, yeah? And we are a library of translations of things that need to be read, that should be read. And what they do is they don't stop there. What they do is they look at translation at two different levels. Yeah? One is the translation of the actual text, and second is the translation of the context. How is it that we, in 21st century Bangalore, would make sense, or for that matter, any space would make sense of an 18th century idea that was expressed in Punjabi, yeah? Okay, so my gratitude to them for enabling this, and I'm particularly fond of two other texts by them. One was Shahju Risalo, again translated by Professor Christopher Shackle, and another is Sur Sagar, which was translated by Professor John Stratton Hawley, yeah? And both are very, very great editions and, quite bulky editions, yeah? So what we're going to do is we are going to get a taste of Professor Shackle's translation, and then we will have the rendition by the amazing Harpreet. We are focusing on the great and the popular poems. Those are the ones that have been, curated and chosen by Harpreet. What we will see is that the theme of love, the theme of devotion, the idea of kafi, which is a Punjabi, genre, comes alive, and we will see to what extent. In order to preserve the essence of it in the literal sense also has been maintained or has been attempted by Professor Shackle. And for the rhythm, for the rhyme, for the singing, for the refrain, we turn to Harpreet. Yeah, this is the plan. So what I'm going to do is to first give you a taste of what he's doing in his translation and what kind of work has been attempted in this. If I were to summarize Bulleh Shah, it would be, he's a poet of bookkeeping. He turns everyday living, he turns everyday life into an account keeping of sorts and turns it into beautiful poetry. For example, there is a poem that he has written for every day of the week. Yeah, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, right? I'm going to read the Saturday one because we are, on a Saturday. We are meeting on a Saturday, yeah? On Saturday, I'm impatient to get news of my beloved. I will not return home again, no matter what may happen. On Saturday, I'm impatient to get news of my beloved. Ah, Saturday is painful. Sufferings on account of my beloved oppress me. I search the wilderness, the jungle, and the thickets in the middle of the night and at bad times. I search the wilderness, the jungle, and the thickets in the middle of the night and at bad times. I am beset by the pain of separation. In my longing for you, it is as if I jump over the sleeping tigers in the night. In my longing for you, it is as if I jump over sleeping tigers in the night. I climb up high and shriek and scream. Because of you, my love, spears churn in my breast. Yeah? This is his, and it's not something that he pulls out, in one go or just in this, days of the week series. What he does is he consistently maintains it. There is also a genre called Barama, right, where you write something about every month. So, what is this month in Punjabi? Huh? Okay. Here he's phrased it as Magar, right? And this is the era of November to December, and that's what I'll read for no other reason, just because we are here. In Magar, I go through the house, looking from top to bottom. The learned Brahmins search their holy books, but without finding God, who cannot be seen. Where can I go home to in Magar? Love is a demon that devours my bones. My heart is consumed and keeps moaning. I am captive to anyone who brings my beloved to me. I am captive to anyone who brings my beloved to me. Whoever brings the beloved to me relieves me from my burning pain. He removes the corpse of the sati from the pyre on which it lies. Bulla, I cannot rest without my beloved, even though I am sleeping. Bulla, I cannot rest without my beloved, even though I am sleeping. Yeah? So this is his bookkeeping when it comes to establishing months. For every month he has a longing. For every day he has a longing. Right? This is the opposite of what motivational speakers will do for today, right? What makes you get up in the morning, right? And here is Bulle Shah who is saying, love makes me get up in the morning, love makes me, sleep at night. And love is the one that is keeping me awake at night as well. Yeah? And love it is that says, Utho, time ho gaya. Okay? Right. Then there is another bookkeeping that he does with alphabets. So Aleph, Be, right? I'm reading Te. What he says about Te is very interesting. I have fallen in love with you. I have pledged my soul and body. I have fallen in love with you. I have pledged my soul and body. I am the goat and you are the butcher next to me. Why should you not cut me up and eat me? Right? So the idea of sacrifice, and we'll come back to it in one of Harpreet's performances as well, the idea that when you are in love, you are ready to sacrifice your own head keeps on coming up, which is why I was talking about Bulle Shah as an idea. This is a Persian, Rumi's influence as well, right? And there is also another genre in which he has talked about tying 40 knots in marriage, right? So he's untying every knot one by one. And I'm on the 40th knot. I will not make you go through all the 39 knots. When he's undoing his last knot, what does he say? I mean, if we were to find a very weak analogy, it might be Manade's song, yeah? Laga Chunri Mein Daag, right? What is it that he's doing when he's saying, I'm getting released slowly and slowly into devotion, into love, into Sufism? He says, this is the 40th knot, last knot, after which he's, done. Saying Bismillah, I have undone 40 knots. She who loses herself becomes the Lord's. Swinging his arms, the bridegroom comes, and his beautiful wedding party delights me. She who experiences the love of the beloved herself becomes the beloved. And this is important because the song that Harpreet is going to open with, the song, the kafi on which this evening is based, Ranjha Ranjha, has got to do with this, which is why it is an intertextual reference. She who experiences the love of the beloved herself becomes the beloved. I have abandoned all rational concerns and gone off with the Lord. Except for my bridegroom, I remember nothing else. Now say, to God we belong, and offer your prayers. All of me has become the beloved. There is no Abdullah. All of me has become the beloved. There is no Abdullah, right? So with that, we'll get to, very specific numbers that Harpreet has planned. For those of you who are meeting him for the first time, Harpreet is a very versatile artist, and he has been, singing original compositions in Hindi, Punjabi, Bengali, Assamese, Rajasthani, Haryanvi, and to this bouquet, he is going to add Sindhi as well very soon, hopefully. Yeah. When I say original compositions, many people think of it as, okay, your own writing, your own song, your own something, your own, right? But if he's a Sufi and if he's a true Sufi, he would understand that originality also means how do you carry Bulle Shah in an original way? How do you carry Kabir in an original way, right? How do you carry an entire tradition with you in an original way? Yeah. So I think that is the weight, that is the torch that he has to bear. He is someone who frequents Bangalore, so if you must have met him, you might have met him, at least some of you. Among his latest projects are Khuni Vaisakhi and some Sindhi compositions that he has been working on. And if you're listening to him for the first time, I hope it's a good beginning and you look him up even more, right? So as I was saying in the previous rendition, Ranjha Ranjha, the thing that this evening is based on, is the kafi that he wants to open with, right? Heer Ranjha, the story is very much a legend and very well known. I'll get to the poem itself and then, I would want that singing to linger rather than, me reading the translation after that. Through repeating Ranjha Ranjha, I have myself now become Ranjha. Call me Dido Ranjha, let no one call me Heer. Ranjha is in me, and I am in Ranjha. This is my only thought. There is no me, there is only him. And he is the one who shows tender care for himself. Whoever dwells within us determines who we are. I have become just like the one I love. Whoever dwells within us determines who we are. I have become just like the one I love. With a staff in my hand, I drive the buffaloes before me, wearing a rough blanket around my shoulders. Take me to Takht Hazara Bulla, I can find no refuge with the Seals. Yeah. With that, over to you, Harpreet.
Thank you, Soni. Ranjha Ranjha kar dini main ape Ranjha hui o sadoni menu didho Ranjha o sadoni menu didho Ranjha हीर ना आखो कोई सदोनी मैनू दीदो रांझा हीर ना आखो कोई मैनू हीर ना आखो कोई रांझा मैं विच मैं रांझे विच रांझा मैं विच रांझा मैं विच मैं रांझे विच रांझा मैं विच
होर ख्याल न कोई, होर ख्याल न कोई। मैं नाही ओ आप है, मैं नाही ओ आप है, अपनी आप करे दिल जोई। मैं नाही ओ आप है, अपनी आप करे दिल जोई, आप करे दिल जोई। रांझा रांझा कर दीनी मैं, आपे रांझा हुई। हथ खूंडी मेरे अगे मंगू, हथ खूंडी मेरे, हथ खूंडी मेरे अगे मंगू, हथ खूंडी मेरे। मोडे पूरा लोई, मोडे पूरा लोई। ओ बुला हीर सलेटी वेखो, हाँ बुला हीर सलेटी वेखो, किथे जा खड़ोई। बुला हीर सलेटी वेखो, किथे जा खड़ोई, किथे जा खड़ोई। रांझा रांझा कर दीनी मैं, आपे रांझा हुई। Thank you.
Levels, and I was mentioning about the intertextuality or the idea level operation in this kind of poetry. So I'll just read one verse from Rumi which speaks of the same idea. When you search for the home of the soul, you become the soul. Wanting a taste of bread, you become the oven. Understand this much: whatever you love and look for, you are. That's why here is saying, I'm not here anymore. I'm Ranjha, and please call me Ranjha. Actually, that idea is a lot more accessible to us, maybe through the West right now. We have watched Call Me By Your Name, or read the novel Call Me By Your Name. These are the different ways in which the idea that we are people we love. All right, the second one is Amiliyar. Yeah? Amiliyar. Come, my love, and notice me. My soul is beset by suffering. I dream that we have become separated. I get no news of you. I am desolate and destroyed in the jungle, Lord. I am surrounded by wild boars and leopards. The mullah and the qazi show me the road, setting me in a circuit of confusion. The mullah and the qazi show me the road, setting me in a circuit of confusion. But these robbers are the world's fowlers who spread their nets everywhere. They preach the duties and actions required by the law and shackle my feet in chains. Love does not ask about caste or religion. Love is the enemy of law. Love is the enemy of law. The land of my beloved lies across the river, but I am caught in worldly pleasures. The boat is held still by the true Guru. So why do you delay? Bulla Shah, the Lord will come to you, so your heart should be encouraged. Bulla Shah, the Lord will come to you, so your heart should be encouraged. Over to you.
यार सार ले मेरी हामिल यार सार ले मेरी मेरी जान दुखाने केरी मेरी जान दुखाने केरी अंदर ख्वाब विछोड़ा होया खबर ना पैंदी तेरी ओए अंदर ख्वाब विछोड़ा होया खबर ना पैंदी तेरी सुंजी बन विच लुटी साइयां वो सुंजी बन विच लुटी साइयां सूर पलंग ने केरी ओ मुल्ला काजी राह बताउण देण भरम दे फेरे हाँ मुल्ला काजी राह बताउण देण भरम दे फेरे ए तो ठग जगत दे जीवन लावण जाड़ चुफेरे कर्म शरा दे धर्म बताउण संगल पावण पैरी कर्म शरा दे धर्म बताउण संगल पावण पैरी जात मजहब ए इश्क न पुछदा हाँ जात मजहब ए इश्क न पुछदा इश्क शरा दा वैरी आमिल यार सार ले मेरी मेरी जान दुखाने केरी मेरी जान दुखाने केरी नदियों पार मुल्क सजण दा लहबल याब ने केरी हाँ नदियों पार मुल्क सजण दा लहबल याब ने केरी सतगुर बेड़ी फड़ी खलोते तैं क्यों लाया देरी ओ बुल्ला शाह शाह तैनू मिलसी हाँ बुल्ले शाह शाह तैनू मिलसी दिलों दे दलेरी प्रीतम पास ते टोले किसनू प्रीतम पास ते टोले किसनू ओ प्रीतम पास ते टोले किसनू भुल गए सिखर दोपहरी आमिल यार सार ले मेरी मेरी जान दुखाने केरी मेरी जान दुखाने केरी बुलिया Thank you. Thank you.
That is the beauty of a kafi, and it is not something that can be very obviously rendered in an English translation. But if you see English genres in English, you will, for instance, dramatic monologue. There is one speaker, then there is one listener, and the listener is being, it is through the listener that we come to know. It is through the speaker we come to know what the listener has been doing. So it's a very tight genre, and it has certain very specific rules. But kafi has, at least this one, has many or multiple speakers and multiple listeners. You see, when it starts, it begins with the imperative mood. Yeah, Amelia, right? Which means you are addressing the beloved very directly. And then by the time you have ended the kafi, you go inward, you go inward and you say, Bulle Shah, the Lord will come to you. Be encouraged. Sab theek ho jayega. Come back. So, you are addressing someone and then you are addressing yourself. So this is the fluidity of kafi and how it enables one to do that. Our third piece today evening is called Nukta, the dot. Yeah? The whole thing ends in a dot. Grasp the dot and quit counting. Put aside the chapters of unbelief. Get rid of the torments of hell and the grave. Cleanse the visions of your heart. It is in this house that the matter is found. It is for nothing that the forehead is rubbed upon the ground, and that through prostration the mihrab is displayed. The profession of faith is recited and people are robbed, but it is not brought into the heart and understood. Can the matter that is true ever be hidden? A rhetorical question. Many become hajis and come wearing blue garments. They sell the hajj and live on the coins they collect. But who can possibly be pleased by this? Can the matter that is true ever be hidden? Some go into the jungle or out on the rivers. Some eat a single grain as their daily diet. Seamlessly they exhaust their bodies and stay at home in a weak state. In performing austerities, their life ends for nothing. Take hold of the guide and become the creature of the divine. In ecstasy, there is freedom from care. In lack of desire and lack of provisions, there is perfect purity in the heart. Bulla, can the matter that is true ever be blocked? Yeah? Nukta.
ਫੜ ਨੁਕਤਾ ਛੋੜ ਹਿਸਾਬਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਕਰ ਦੂਰ ਕੁਫਰ ਦੀਆਂ ਬਾਬਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਫੜ ਨੁਕਤਾ ਛੋੜ ਹਿਸਾਬਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਕਰ ਦੂਰ ਕੁਫਰ ਦੀਆਂ ਬਾਬਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਲਾ ਦੋਜ਼ਖ ਗੌਰ ਅਜ਼ਾਬਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਕਰ ਸਾਫ਼ ਦਿਲਾਂ ਦੀਆਂ ਬਾਬਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਗੱਲ ਐਸੇ ਘਰ ਵਿੱਚ ਟੁਕਦੀ ਏ ਗੱਲ ਐਸੇ ਘਰ ਵਿੱਚ ਟੁਕਦੀ ਏ ਇੱਕ ਨੁਕਤੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਗੱਲ ਮੁੱਕਦੀ ਏ ਉਹ ਐਵੇਂ ਮੱਥਾ ਜ਼ਮੀਂ ਕਸਾਈ ਦਾ ਲੰਮਾ ਪਾ ਮਰਹਬ ਦਿਖਾਈ ਦਾ ਉਹ ਐਵੇਂ ਮੱਥਾ ਜ਼ਮੀਂ ਕਸਾਈ ਦਾ ਲੰਮਾ ਪਾ ਮਰਹਬ ਦਿਖਾਈ ਦਾ ਪੜ ਕਲਮਾ ਲੋਕ ਹਸਾਈ ਦਾ ਗੱਲ ਅੰਦਰ ਸਮਝ ਨਾ ਲਿਆਈ ਦਾ ਕਦੀ ਬਾਤ ਸੱਚੀ ਵੀ ਲੁਕਦੀ ਏ ਹਾਂ ਕਦੀ ਬਾਤ ਸੱਚੀ ਵੀ ਲੁਕਦੀ ਏ ਇੱਕ ਨੁਕਤੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਗੱਲ ਮੁੱਕਦੀ ਏ ਹਾਂ ਫੜ ਨੁਕਤਾ ਛੋੜ ਹਿਸਾਬਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਕਰ ਸਾਫ਼ ਦਿਲਾਂ ਦੀਆਂ ਬਾਬਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਥੈਂਕ ਯੂ
From the nukta to the tune, to the idea of music, a tune, tuna. Tuna is the next number. And before I, carry you into the song and the translation, there is this recent song that has become quite a sensation. Main aa kahun, tu aa jaye. Right? This idea that we use certain things, we use language to get hold over beloved. is something that Bulleh Shah is saying in this poem. I'll use spells and charms to win my dear beloved back. I will use spells and charms to win my dear beloved back. I will recite and blow this spell. I will use the sun to light the sacrificial fire. This is where it goes into Shringar Ras. The coal on my eyes will be black clouds. With my eyebrows, I will make fire. Having no other resource, I will plait my youthful beauty. Within my heart are the 7 seas. I will stir up the waves with my heart. Becoming lightning, I will flash and frighten. I will become clouds and circle overhead. With love as my brazier and the stars as wild rue, I will offer the sun on the fire. I am not married, nor am I a virgin. I will play with my son on my lap. Bulla, I will sit on the stool of infinity and play the conch. Bulla, I will sit on the stool of infinity and play the conch. If I sleep in my Lord's embrace, then I will be called a wife. Yeah. Yours.
ਇੱਕ ਟੂਣਾ ਅਚੰਭਾ ਗਾਵਾਂਗੀ, ਇੱਕ ਟੂਣਾ ਅਚੰਭਾ ਗਾਵਾਂਗੀ, ਮੈਂ ਰੁੱਠਾ ਯਾਰ ਮਨਾਵਾਂਗੀ, ਮੈਂ ਰੁੱਠਾ ਯਾਰ ਮਨਾਵਾਂਗੀ, ਇੱਕ ਟੂਣਾ ਅਚੰਭਾ ਗਾਵਾਂਗੀ, ਇੱਕ ਟੂਣਾ ਅਚੰਭਾ ਗਾਵਾਂਗੀ, ਮੈਂ ਰੁੱਠਾ ਯਾਰ ਮਨਾਵਾਂਗੀ, ਮੈਂ ਰੁੱਠਾ ਯਾਰ ਮਨਾਵਾਂਗੀ। ਇਹ ਟੂਣਾ ਮੈਂ ਪੜ ਪੜ ਫੂਕਾਂ, 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 ਸੂਰਜ ਅਗਨ ਜਲਾਵਾਂਗੀ, ਸੂਰਜ ਅਗਨ ਜਲਾਵਾਂਗੀ, ਅੱਖੀਂ ਕਾਜਲ, ਅੱਖੀਂ ਕਾਜਲ, ਅੱਖੀਂ ਕਾਜਲ, ਅੱਖੀਂ ਕਾਜਲ, काले बादल भवों से आंधी लावांगी, भवों से आंधी लावांगी, सत समंदर दिल दे अंदर, सत समंदर दिल दे अंदर, दिल से लहर उठावांगी, दिल से लहर उठावांगी, मैं रूठा यार मनावांगी, मैं रूठा यार मनावांगी, एक टूणा अचंभा गावांगी, एक टूणा अचंभा गावांगी, मैं रूठा यार मनावांगी, मैं रूठा यार मनावांगी। बिजली होकर चमक डरावां, बिजली होकर चमक डरावां, बादल होकर जावांगी, बिजली होकर चमक डरावां, बादल होकर जावांगी, इश्क अंगूठी हर मल तारे, इश्क अंगूठी कोठी हरमल तारे, चांद से कफन बनावांगी, चांद से कफन बनावांगी। लामकान की पटड़ी ऊपर, लामकान की पटड़ी ऊपर बैकर नाद बजावांगी, बैकर नाद बजावांगी। लाए स्वम शोहगढ़ अपने, लाए स्वम शोहगढ़ अपने, तद मैं नार कहावांगी, तद मैं नार कहावांगी। मैं रूठा यार मनावांगी, मैं रूठा यार मनावांगी। एक टूणा। थैंक यू।
Yeah. After you have manawed the beloved, the Ruta beloved, you are calling him into the courtyard, in your courtyard. The next number is Vere Avar Mere. Okay? All right. So the refrain in the kafi is come into my courtyard. And let's listen to it first and then see how that goes. Whether you know me or not, come into my courtyard. I am sacrificed to you, come into my courtyard. I have seen no one like you, though I searched the jungle, thickets and desert, even if I search the entire world. In people's eyes, he's a herdsman of the buffaloes. Among them, he's called Ranjha. But he is our religion and our faith. Leaving my parents, I have clung to your skirt. Leaving my parents, I have clung to your skirt. O my Lord Shah Inayat, protect the honor of the one who clings to you. Yeah. Vere Avar Mere by Harpreet.
Vere Avar Mere by Bulle Shah.
Originality.
But I have composed it, but thank you so much for recognizing that.
जान ना जान वे वेड़े आवड़ मेरे, भावें जान ना जान वे वेड़े आवड़ मेरे। ओ मैं तेरे कुर्बान वे, मैं तेरे कुर्बान वे, मैं तेरे कुर्बान वे वेड़े आवड़ मेरे। तेरे जिहा मैनू होर ना कोई, टूंडा जंगल बेला रोई। ओ तेरे जिहा मैनू होर ना कोई, टूंडा जंगल बेला रोही। टूंडा ता सारा जहान वे, लोकां दे पाने चाक महींदा, रांझा ਰਾਂਝਾ ਤਾਂ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਕਹੀਂਦਾ, ਲੋਕਾਂ ਦੇ ਭਾਣੇ ਚਾਲ ਮਹੀਂਦਾ। ਰਾਂਝਾ ਤਾਂ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਕਹੀਂਦਾ, ਸਾਡਾ ਤਾਂ ਦੀਨ ਈਮਾਨ ਵੇ मापे छोड़ लगी लड़ तेरे, शाह इनायत साईं मेरे। मापे छोड़ लगी लड़ तेरे, शाह इनायत साईं मेरे। लाइयां दी लज पाल वे Thank you. Thank you.
The Bulle Shah of Wherever Mere is a 3-in-1 Bulle Shah. Yeah. So this is a Bulle Shah in which there is the beloved, there is the divine, and there is Shah Inayat. That is why it's a triple treat. Yeah. Okay. With the next 2 numbers, we are getting into an adventure. We are leaving the comfort of Professor Christopher Shackle's translation. Okay. And the translation is by me, and let's see how that unfolds. And I have the luxury of hiding behind Harpreet's performance. Okay. So this 6th is called Mainu Ishq Hulare. Okay. And the translation goes, oh, this love has encircled me. Oh, this love has me in its sway. Oh, this love has held me tight. Oh, this love, I'll let it have its way. Oh, the yar I remember always calls my name. Oh, the beloved I scream for is doing the same. Oh, this love has encircled me. Oh, this love has me in its sway. Oh, this love has held me tight. Oh, this love, I'll let it have its way. What Shia, what Sunni, nothing it knows. It encircles me all over, then towards the Kaaba and the temples it goes. Oh, this love has encircled me. Oh, this love has me in its sway. Oh, this love has held me tight. Oh, this love, I'll let it have its way. Here are the ones with lustrous locks, and here are also the ones with their hair all gone. The things I do, they are all in vain. If I could release my words through poetry, in my beloved's heart I'll reign. Oh, this love has encircled me. Oh, this love has me in its sway. Oh, this love has held me tight. Oh, this love, I'll let it have its way. Bulla has come from so far. He has walked so many miles, you see, just to catch a glimpse of his face that's called me. Such a pure face remains unseen. How can anyone forget its sheen? Oh, this love has encircled me. Oh, this love has me in its sway. Yes.
That was beautiful. Beautiful. Thank you so much.
ਮੈਨੂੰ ਇਸ਼ਕ ਹੁਲਾਰੇ ਦਿੰਦਾ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਪੁੱਛਦਾ ਹੈ ਕੀ ਜ਼ਾਤ ਮੇਰੀ ਕੀ ਪੁੱਛਦਾ ਹੈ ਕੀ ਜ਼ਾਤ ਮੇਰੀ ਉਹ ਆਦਮ ਵਾਲੀ ਜ਼ਾਤ ਮੇਰੀ ਨਾ ਹੁਣ ਅਕਰਬ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਘਾਤ ਮੇਰੀ ਨਾ ਹੁਣ ਅਕਰਬ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਘਾਤ ਮੇਰੀ ਸਿਰ ਚੜਿਆ ਯਾਰ ਬੁਲੰਦਾ ਹੈ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਇਸ਼ਕ ਹੁਲਾਰੇ ਦਿੰਦਾ ਜੀ ਕਿਤੇ ਸ਼ੀਆ ਤੇ ਕਿਤੇ ਸੁਨੀ ਕਿਤੇ ਸ਼ੀਆ ਤੇ ਕਿਤੇ ਸੁਨੀ ਕਿਤੇ ਜਟਾ ਧਾਰੀ ਕਿਤੇ ਮੁਨੀ ਮੇਰੀ ਸਭ ਸੇ ਫਾਰਗ ਕੁਨੀ ਜੋ ਕਹਾ ਸੋ ਯਾਰ ਮਨੇਂਦਾ ਇਸ਼ਕ ਹੁਲਾਰੇ ਦਿੰਦਾ ਜੀ ਬੁੱਲਾ ਦੂਰੋਂ ਚੱਲ ਕੇ ਆਇਆ ਜੀ ਬੁੱਲਾ ਦੂਰੋਂ ਚੱਲ ਕੇ ਆਇਆ ਜੀ ਉਹਦੀ ਸੂਰਤ ਨੇ ਪਰ ਮਾਇਆ ਜੀ ਉਸ ਪਾਕ ਜਮਾਲ ਵਿਖਾਇਆ ਜੀ ਉਸ ਪਾਕ ਜਮਾਲ ਵਿਖਾਇਆ ਜੀ ਉਹ ਇੱਕਦਮ ਨਾ ਭੁਲੇਂਦਾ ਇਸ਼ਕ ਹੁਲਾਰੇ ਦਿੰਦਾ ਹਾਏ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਇਸ਼ਕ ਹੁਲਾਰੇ ਦਿੰਦਾ ਜੀ ਮੂੰਹ ਚੜਿਆ ਯਾਰ ਬੁਲੰਦਾ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਇਸ਼ਕ Thank you.
So as you could, listen, the challenge of, these verses is the repetition. And that becomes a very big challenge to render into English. So the last number is called Mati. And pay attention to the refrain there as well. So the sound that will go into your ears and ring in your mind is Mati. But how does one deal with it, right? The dust, the earth, the dust of the earth, the dust, the earth, the clay. Look at it move. Look at it all as it moves. Look at it all as it moves with you. The dust, the earth, the clay. This house, that weapon. This horse, that horseman. This hunter, his chase. They spill dust over dust, all of it. The horse, the weapon, the horseman. The sound they all make is the dust, the earth, the clay. Look at it all as it moves. Look at it all as it moves with you. Dust is the weapon that they hold. Dust it is that makes more dust. Dust is the ego that's born of it all. The dust, the earth, the clay. Look at it all as it moves. Look at it all as it moves with you. Dust is this garden that seems so soothing. Dust is all that is born of the garden. You who have come to relish and cherish this garden, you are dust too. Dust is the springtime, dust is its beauty. Look at it all as it moves. Look at it all as it moves with you. You laugh and play in the dust. Then it is in this dust you'll come to rest. Bulla, take heart. There will be a day this knot of dust around you will come undone, and you will be lighter than the finest of the dust. For now, look at it all as it moves. Look at it all as it moves with you. The dust, the earth, the dust of the earth, the dust, the earth, the clay. That's Marty for you.
Beautiful. Thank you. Marty is probably one of my first compositions, probably the first original composition that I had done in 2007, I believe. So yeah, today it's the last composition that I'm singing, but it's probably the first composition that I had ever composed. So yeah, here we go.
माटी कुदम करेंदी ही यार वाह वाह माटी दे गुलजार माटी कोड़ा माटी जोड़ा माटी दा माटी नू दौड़ावे माटी दी छनकार You can all clap with me, everyone. Everyone together. माटी माटी नू मारन लग गई माटी दे हथियार ओ जिस माटी पर बहुती माटी सो माटी हनकार माटी बाग बगीचा माटी माटी दे गुलजार ओ माटी माटी नू वेखण आई माटी दी आवाज़ हस खेद फिर माटी होवे ਤਾਂ ਲਾ ਪਾਓ ਸਿਰੋਂ
Thank you so much. And if you like my music, you can catch me on any social media. Just look for Harpreet Music, and on Spotify, Apple Music, and any platform that you use for music listening, just search for Harpreet. And a huge round of applause for Soni and Murthy Classical Library. Thank you all. Thank you so much. Thank you, Soni. Thanks for the wonderful, recitation.
This is a perfect closure to a Sufi evening. When we began, Harpreet used a very interesting phrase, "Khoobsurat energy." The way it blended two languages and explained the Sufi concept. I mean, this is the right note to end on that. But I hope, even though it's a closer to a Sufi evening, it is an opening up of a Sufi heart, yeah, and opening up of our stomach to a Sufi dinner. Right? Right. Thank you for coming. Thank you, Harpreet, for making it worth it. Thank you to Shivendra. Thank you to MCLI and Bangalore Literature Festival.